Howdy folks, it's Barry here from My Virgin Kitchen. I'm back again in the Video Jug kitchen. Isn't this amazing? Today, for my series, Good Food, Good Times, we're making a spinach, ham and mushroom quiche. You are gonna love this. Now, I absolutely love quiche. It reminds me of going to my grandparents' house. They always had quiche and fondant fancies. So this is going to be an amazing quiche recipe. I really want you to have a go. First thing we're going to do is get some olive oil into a nice big old frying pan like this, around about a tablespoon. Get it all worked around. You can see how hot that pan is because it's sort of running away from it at the moment. All right, so we just push these onions in now. Just give them a little bit of time on their own, a little bit of solo. Let them enjoy it in there on their own. A bit selfish onions sometimes, but you want to get them nice and softened up. It's only been about a minute now and those onions are smelling great. They're starting to colour as well. So let's push in our ham. It's nice thick ham, or you could just use bacon if you prefer. So we've got it into nice little strips. We're just going to brown that off very lightly. Right, we're starting to get a nice bit of colour on the ham now. So we're going to push in our mushrooms like so. I have washed my hands, by the way, in case you're wondering. That's just the hand that is doing all the work. Push that all through. Let those mushrooms soften up. And the spinach is only going to need about a minute just to wilt. So hopefully you can see that really nice colour in the pan now. All those ingredients are mingling together and we've got one more to join that party in the pan. In goes our spinach. Ooh, that one's trying to escape, in you go. It's just going to wilt up, so it's going to shrivel up and start to hug all those other ingredients. Okay, so that pan I've taken off the heat now. It's just cooling down because if we chuck it in there with those eggs now, it's going to cook it. So just let it sit there. My grandparents would be proud of that right now. So we've got a bowl here. We're going to whisk this all together. I've got 5 eggs and there are no shell. Unfortunately, my little girl sometimes helps me out in the kitchen cooking. She gets a bit of shell in, added crunch, but not today. Cream, 280 mils of cream going in. And if you want to have a go at making this, which we really hope you do, don't forget to check out the description box down below for the method and the full ingredients. Good times. So in goes our milk with that cream and eggs. We're just going to give that a little beat together. Then we can add in our cheese, pepper, salt, and a little bit of paprika just to give it a little bit of spank. So I want to be careful not to over whisk this because we're not making scrambled egg, but just make sure those yolks are broken down. What we'll do now is pour in our cheese or just dump it like that. Okay, so dump in your cheese, a little bit of salt. This is some Maldon salt, which is like quite flash. You can do that whole like that. Do you like that? It's kind of cool. Grinding of pepper. As much or as little as you like. Remember, this is the best way to get all that flavour in there. You've got all that flavour in that pan there, but this is your real chance to make all those little tweaks that are going to make it your own. My grandparents are just right there right now. A little bit of paprika, about a heaped teaspoon of that. We'll mix this all through, get it nice and incorporated. Oh yeah, baby. I've got half of my mixture here. It's getting a bit emotional because it's friends over there, but they'll join back again any minute now. So I'm just going to push that into our eggy creamy mixture just to incorporate it in. Going to mix it through, and you'll notice I've got a pastry case here. This isn't one of those pre-store-bought ones. I've got some ready-made pastry, baked it, got some little bacon beads, which are like the coolest thing in the world. It's kind of like the second best thing after bubble wrap. Baked it and it made a little golf ball design, which you can do if the pastry is still soft. Completely up to you. Right, so we've got our mixture here. What we're going to do is pour it into our flan like so, our little tray dishy thing, and that goes like so. Right, so now I'm just spooning it all in, filling in the gaps. There's quite a bit of fluid there and those heavy bits want to stay at the bottom. So I'm just filling it all around so it's still going to increase that volume, and now we can start to make it look all nice and pretty with the spinach, ham and mushroom all scattered around. So this is the chance now where you can take things from your pan like your spinach and just sort of stagger it all out, make it look all good. Remember, this is just one type of filling for a quiche. So what would you put in your quiche? Let me know down below. I'd love to know. Once you've got it looking all nice and pretty, give it one last final seasoning. So a good grinding of black pepper on there. Now we want to put it in the oven for a good half an hour for that mixture to all set together. If around the edges it starts to go a bit brown while it's baking, you can put some tin foil on to stop that happening. In an ideal world, it shouldn't happen, but let's get it in there and see what it comes out like. Wow, spank my bum and call me Harry Styles, or maybe it should be Barry Styles. There's only one direction this is going in, and that, my friends, is my stomach. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to both My Virgin Kitchen and, of course, Video Jug Food. I'm going to cut this up into nice wedges, serve it with a garden salad. See you next time.